Hello students, welcome to the session. I am Mr. M.H. Mota, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. This session is on stairs, understanding basic terminology and certain design consideration. So let's start. The outcome of this session. So at the end of this session, you will be able to understand the basic terminology used in case of stair and the design considerations in stair under the Indian condition. So stair. A stair is a set of steps landing from one floor of a building to another, typically inside the building. The room or enclosure of the building in which the stair is located is known as the staircase, while the opening or space occupied by the stair is known as stairway. Type of stairs used in building construction is broadly based on the shape of the stairs. Straight stairs, turning stairs and continuous stairs are the broad categories of the types of stairs. So these are the different types of stairs used in construction. The view itself suggests that they are not only used as a mean of vertical communication, but they are equally important in improving the elegance or the aesthetic of a building from inside. So let's start understanding different technical terms used in stair. So basic is a step. Step is a portion of a stairway comprising the tread and the riser which permits ascent or descent from one floor to another. This is the view or the picture of the step which shows the tread and the riser which makes a step. This is a real life picture of a step which is made up of riser or the vertical element and tread or the horizontal element. There are different types of steps. Those are flyers, bullnose step, round-ended step, commode step and split step. Flyer are the general rectangular type of steps, while the bullnose step is a step placed at the bottom which is curved in nature. The round-ended step is once again the first step of any type of stair which has got the rounded end. The commode step is a step which has got rounded ends on its both ends, while the split step is a step of the size or the shape of other than rectangular or the curved ends. They are generally irregular in shape. The tread, the horizontal upper part of a step on which foot is placed in ascending or descending stairway, is called tread, while riser is the vertical portion of a step providing support to the tread. The figure shows the riser and the tread. Flight, a series of steps without any platform break or landing in their direction, is called a flight. This figure shows two different flights running in a different direction, and they are separated by a horizontal platform which is known as a landing. This particular picture shows the single flight stair which starts from a certain elevation and ends at the desired elevation, which is located at certain higher levels. Then a landing. Landing is a platform or a resting place provided between two flights or at the end of the flight. This figure shows the landing which is placed in between the two flights. Well, in this particular picture, there is a landing provided in two flights which are running in the similar direction. So this particular landing is used to provide the rest for the people while they are climbing the stair. Nosing, the outer projection end or projecting edge of a tread is termed as nosing. It is usually rounded to give good architectural effect to the trade and makes the staircase easy to negotiate. Next is line of nosing. It is an imaginary line touching the nose of each tread and it is parallel to the slope of the stair. Scotia is a molding provided under a nosing to beautify the elevation of a step. You'll be able to understand these terms easily with the help of figure which indicates the nosing, the scotia and other related things. Well, this figure shows the line of nosing. Winder. Winder are nothing but the tapering steps which are provided for changing the direction of a step without providing landing in between. So winders are the splayed steps. These are the different types of winders used. These winders are useful for changing the direction without providing any landing in between the flights of running in a different direction. Going of a step. The run of a step in a straight or the width of a tread between two successive treads is called going, while the rise of a step is a vertical distance between the upper surface of the two successive treads. This figure explains the meaning of going and the rise. Soffit. Soffit is the under surface of a stair. Pitch or slope of a stair. It is the angle with the line of nosing of the stair mixed with the horizontal line. So these figures explains the waist and the pitch or the slope of the stair. String or stringers. These are the sloping wooden members provided support to the steps. This particular term is used only in case of wooden steps. So these are the side supporting members. For stair of average width, the stringers are usually provided one outside and other adjacent to the wall. This figure shows the strings or stringers provided. Next is handrail. It is provided to render assistance in negotiating a stairway. It is supported on the balustrades and usually run parallel to the slope of the stair. Balustrade. It is usually consists of a row of balusters surrounded by the rail and is provided to perform the functional of a fence or guard for the users of the stairway. While the navel post is the wooden or metallic post supporting the handrail and is usually provided at the hand, foot or at the point where balustrade changes its direction. These figures will help us to understand these things in ease. The navel post and handrails along with the balustrade. Headroom or headway. It is a vertical distance between the tread of a step and the soffit of a flight or the ceiling of a landing immediately over it. So these two figures help us to understand the concept of headroom. So requirement of good stair. It should be so located that sufficient light and ventilation is ensured in the stairway. If possible, it should be located centrally so as to be easily accessible from the different corners of the building. Width of a stair varies with the situation and the purpose for which it is provided. In public building where there is a regular traffic of people using the stairway, its width should be sufficient, while in a residential building it may be just minimum. The usually adopted average value of a stair width for public building is around 1.8 meter, while that for a residential building is around 90 centimeter only. For the comfortable ascent of a stairway, the number of steps in a flight should be restricted to maximum of 12 and minimum of 3. The pitch for long stair should be made flatter by introducing landing to make the nascent less tiresome and least dangerous. In general, the slope of a stair should never exceed to 40 degrees and should not be flatter than 25 degrees. The headroom for a clear distance between the tread and the soffit of a flight immediately above it should not be less than 2 meter in general case. The stair should preferably be constructed of a material which possesses fire resisting qualities like RCC, stone or metal. Open well staircase should be provided with balustrades so as to minimize the danger of accidents. The width of landing should not be less than the width of the stair. The introduction of winder in stair should be avoided as far as possible. The rise and the tread of each step in stair should be of uniform dimensions throughout. These are the requirements of a good stair. Let's understand some basic design considerations. In India, we use following terms and general guidelines. For tread and going, the dimension ranges from 270 mm for residential buildings and factories to 300 mm for public buildings, where large number of persons use the staircase. While in case of riser, the dimension of riser ranges from 150 mm for public building to as high as 190 mm for residential buildings or factory buildings. In general, the following thumb rules are considered. The G plus 2R should be 60 cm, while G multiplied by R should in between 400 to 410 centimeters. Please note that these are the thumb rules used for the design considerations. While most commonly adopted values for the residential building are 16 cm risers, while 25 cm as going or the tread dimension. While in case of public building, the riser should be in between 13 to 15 cm, while going should be in between 27 to 30 cm. Well, that's it for this session. Let's meet in next session to know more. And thank you for your patience learning. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.